Welcome or welcome back to Lori Tries Life. I've got Jesus by me up above, and I'm with the occasion, the holiday occasion. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you are all doing well. It was very affordable, $15 on Amazon. And we're going to see what it looks like because I really love landscape art. I got the Majestic Earth. I've never done an unboxing of that. I just kind of thought that everybody knew the dealio with that one. It's been a while since I've recorded anything, so I appreciate you tuning in to see what this is all about. This is called Tarot Landscapes, illustrated by Yoshi and edited by Francesca Matteoni. Manual and deck of 78 cards. I guess it's produced by Vivida. So, quick read. What does the hermit see from his nocturnal summit? Who awaits the star on the riverbanks hidden in the bushes? We won't just be looking at the individual tarot cards in this deck. We will be entering the very landscapes they evoke or inhabit. A journey of the soul, visiting through the dream state and the imagination of every arcana and universe of the four suits. Travel through their landscapes, which have more to do with our everyday lives than we could possibly imagine. Contact info. I'm really excited to see. This. It comes in a very sturdy box. And we start out with the book. It's a chunky book. And you know me, I like to look at the cards first. I'm going to compare it to the Trip and Wait. I think it is a traditional size tarot. Of course, that's what I pick. Very nice box. Oh my gosh. It's a box inside a box. It's a tuck box inside another box. This is quality for $15. Okay, so they look bigger, unless the Trip and Wait is smaller. Let's pick a real US Games Queen of Swords. So the Trip and Wait, they're the same size. So this is indeed a wider and taller deck. So that's interesting. Let me fit everything back in. Here's my Trippin'. I love the Trip and Wait Sparkle Edition. Trip and Wait Sparkle Edition? Are you kidding me? That is one of my all-time favorites. Okay, so we are talking about the Tarot Landscapes by Yoshi and Francesca Matteoni. Let's turn this sucker over. It's a thick deck. And I'm told it's comparative to the Spacious Tarot, which I also love. So I'm not jazzed about the backs. They're okay, but they're okay. The cardstock is really good. Let's do the scientific thick test. So it's larger and thicker than the traditional tarot deck. That might be good for some people. Some people might not like that. Me, I usually like them too big or too small. Not too, but I like them oversized or a little bit smaller. Not, I don't like the mini decks. I like the travel size deck. So it's matte, although you can see a gloss because of the lights, but it's pretty matte, soft, but pretty inexpensive, I would think. That's kind of cut. I'm not sure I like the jib of its cut or the cut of its jib. It's a little, I guess I'm spoiled, but see, it kind of, it's okay. It's okay. It's just something I noticed for the moment. Beautiful, beautiful vision of a cliff like the Fool so often does with a rainbow. And my kitty Gracie, she just wants to be included. The Magician. It's interesting. As above, so below. You can see the shadow of the bird. I like it. I like it. The High Priestess is kind of, it's just, it's all one color. What I find inexpensive, I guess, is the mass-produced aspect of it is how the picture lays on the card. And the card is just, I don't even think you can see it, but as a collector, and it was only $15 and I really like it, but you can see there's like, it's a mass-produced deck. So I love when the colors are vibrant like this. The Empress. The Emperor. Just try and quickly go through these. That's really cute. I like his line work with his skinny trees against the fall colors. It's funny, it looks like a fall deck, doesn't it? Definitely fall and winter deck. Chariot. And it just is, yeah, you can tell that it is mass produced. The imagery is lovely and the artistic style is up my alley. It's just, it's okay for what it is and how much it was. Definitely. I mean, it is just gorgeous. The artwork is just gorgeous. I want to remember to look up the hermit in the book. I think that's a wolf or a coyote. Really nice wheel. Very wintry deck. The Hanged Man. The Lost City of Atlantis. Even with the green, like summery grass, we still have all colors. Interesting devil. Beautiful. I'm going to look this guy up on, see if he does other artwork, other decks. It's really thick, but it's like cardboardy. Like you could possibly really break it on maybe the 15th try. I don't know. shuffle. I mean, full moon, beautiful. Sun, that's a summary. Look, judgment. Huh. Polar bear around the world. So I'm going to go through these quicker for your enjoyment. Geese. Geese. Did I say that weirdly? Swords was first. Really pretty. Really pretty. Who's that in the Eight of Swords? We'll have to zoom in. Is that a snake? I can't see my camera, so I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. I want to redo things. I love editing, but to redo a whole video is like, the Knight of Swords. Yep. Beautiful. Ooh, a vulture. Oh, beautiful. Now that's a good springy view. I guess it's all in the different suits, of course. I've had arguments about what wands are. Some people think they're summer. Other people think cups is summer. So tell me what you think. See, what was my understanding? The harvest was, I thought was wands. So I thought that was fall. Oh, that's cute. And definitely the swords is winter, spring. Yes. No. Really beautiful. I'm glad that none of them are actually literally landscape. That throws me off a little. How about you? So, but then if you look at the element of fire is wands, which would be, fire would be what? Summer? Pentacles. No, I'm sorry. Okay, my argument was pentacles is fall because that's when you reap the harvest, and that's what coins and pentacles are, resources. And then cups is summer, and winter is the icy air sword. I don't know if that's right or wrong. People differ. I love octopuses. And that is the correct term. It's not octopi. I've looked it up. So what do you think pentacles in this deck represents? Do you ever find it hard to associate a landscape deck or a deck without not an RWS clone? Do you ever find it hard to read? Does your memory think, oh my gosh, what was that? Sometimes mine does, but I don't do readings. So look at that. It's a big long reason why I don't do readings. I can, and I enjoy it to some extent, but I don't feel the need to do it. Yeah, so the major arcana hit me as fallish as a landscape deck. But then as I went through the rest of the, see, they're doing the icy things with the swords, right? I love that sound. And then wands looks like spring to me. I don't know. That's just me. But tell me what you think. Summer though. 4th of July. Yeah, that's only in America. I love it. I love this deck. The production of it is fair. Actually, it's good for the price. We've got the Rage of the Tuck Box, but it's in this really hefty box here. I don't know how it got to be so cheap. Let's look at the little manual. It's really chunky. Chunky. Okay. Here we have a positive and a negative meaning. And I think the description is more definitely in the vein of nature and landscape, if you will, of course. So it talks about that. We're living in an age of crisis and wonder. Many of us only get to know the world when faced with a real possibility of losing it. So, yeah, what year was this done? 2023. Wow. This is a fairly new deck. I am really excited for this deck. I like the bigger quality of it. Riffle. Let's see how we can do this. This does fairly well. They are reversible if that appeals to you. My only concern, I love the art. My only concern is the production of putting the image on the card was probably minimal. And then the card stock is thick, but nothing special. I mean, sometimes I like a thinner deck that's more manageable, but for what I paid, this is amazing. $15, and it is really beautiful with a really chunky deck. It talks about, like, the wands does have an Antarctic, and swords is the Australian desert. So I don't think it's necessarily suits. I think it goes more towards the meaning of the card, but I would have to get to know it a little bit better before I make that assertion, really. The Hermit, I was looking at. Okay, so it's a black wolf that looks out over the valley. You can get there via a steep sloping path. So you have positive contemplation, self-discovery, negative, possibly a reversal, isolation, spiritual aridity. And then the Hanged Man. A village appears submerged in the landscape of the Hanged Man, perfectly preserved and perhaps still inhabited by our fellow beings who left their gills to grow in a place of lungs. You can listen to inner voices and welcome new quivering forms of life. Changed perspective that opens up to new opportunities if you are able to wait and let the answers flow from you, accepting the sacrifice of that which is most new and familiar to you. Walk the shamanic path of the spirit, which often leads to strange, fascinating, little visited places. Swim and walk in your imagination. Positive contemplation, spiritual growth, negative stall, and useless sacrifice. How sad. What is more sad than a useless sacrifice? Well, tomato. So I like this. On the tarometer or the tarometer, just throwing it out there, I'd give it a pretty good. Okay, let me shuffle. We're going to do a little shuffle. Boy, it's a little bit big. I love a good shuffle. So I love like a traveler size or a worn RWS traditional. But travel sizes of what I'm thinking are a hair, few centimeters off either way, and it just makes for small hands, really easy shuffling. Or I like large decks where you can shuffle it from the middle like that. I sure hope my camera's been capturing this the whole time. Okay, so the Empress, interesting. The High Priestess, the Magician. Wow, that makes sense in my life. Definitely does. I have to pull a rabbit out of my subconscious, and I know what it's referring to. Wow, Mother Earth. Love it. I love it. There are no coincidences. I love it. So thank you so much, guys, for if you did check this out. I don't do a whole lot. I'm going to try to do more Jesus and the Bible and tying that in psychologically to the tarot. Thank you for checking me out. I've been gone for a while. I hope to do some more stuff. Tell me what you want to see. If you want to see me, or if you don't, that's cool too. Take care. Be kind to yourself and each other. God bless.